Hey, what's up, everyone, and welcome to the latest edition of Miami Total Football. Well, Inter Miami is out of the MLS's back tournament. They lost 1-0 to New York City FC on Monday morning, and that result officially cemented an early trip back to South Florida for the expansion team. We'll touch on the match in just a few moments, but clearly, overall, this was not the tournament that Inter Miami had in mind. And this was not the start to the expansion season that Inter Miami had in mind. The club not only went 0-3 in the MLS's back tournament, but is now 0-5 on the year. No wins, no points, and a whole lot of frustration for head coach Diego Alonso and the players.
Yeah, the team's in a tough spot right now. Everyone is disappointed with the way that the tournament went, the way that the game went. And I think it's inevitable to feel this way if you're 0-5. It's definitely one of the biggest challenges of my life and easily one of the biggest challenges in my professional career.
If we're just going to talk about the NYCFC game, there were some improvements on the defensive end. The team did not make the same type of breakdowns, or did not have the same type of breakdowns that they had in the previous match against the Philadelphia Union. There was obviously still the one that leads to New York City FC's winner in the second half, but overall there were improvements in that regard. Where there weren't improvements was in the attack. The team once again did not generate much from the run of play. Inter Miami had two shots that troubled Sean Johnson a little bit, but the NYCFC goalkeeper was up to the task on both of them, and that was pretty much it for Inter Miami in terms of generating chances. It's clear at this point, and it has been for a bit now, that Inter Miami needs to sign a goal-scoring striker. The team talked about doing that prior to the pandemic shutdown in March, about trying to fill its final DP spot with a proven number 9, but the team still hasn't been able to do that. And the sooner they can, the better off they'll be, because they have only scored 3 goals in the 5 games they've played, and they've been shut out twice. So that's clearly an area that needs improvement. Another area that needs improvement is the center midfield spot. Victor Ulloa and Will Trapp have been one of very few constants for head coach Diego Alonso over the course of these first 5 games. But the two of them just do not seem to give Inter Miami all that much when they're paired together. Inter Miami again lost the possession battle to NYCFC, and there was plenty of room for improvement in regards to keeping the ball and connecting on passes to build up attacking sequences. Now, Inter Miami has also talked about wanting to sign a number 8. And again, just like with the striker position, the sooner they can bring someone in, the better. Head coach Diego Alonso touched on the idea of bringing in some new players during his post-game press conference. He said the possibility exists the idea is to bring in a couple of reinforcements that can train and prepare with the group ahead of the expected resumption of the MLS regular season in about a month's time.
En estas 4 semanas tratar de ajustar detalles, de que puedan venir jugadores que nos ayuden a mejorar el equipo.
While the players share the brunt of the criticism, head coach Diego Alonso is not necessarily exempt from it himself. The Inter Miami head coach has not overly convinced during these first 5 games, not only because the team hasn't performed that well or gotten the results, but some of his game management and his lineup decisions have been a bit questionable. The continued decision to trot out Will Trapp and Victor Ulloa is a bit head-scratching, given that you've seen that they are very similar and don't give you that much in the attack. What's more, the game on Monday against NYCFC seemed to be calling for Inter Miami to insert a more possession-based and attack-minded midfielder, if not at halftime, then early in the second half. And Diego Alonso did not make that switch. He did not sub in Lee Win and then later on Jay Chapman until after New York City FC scored the winner. So clearly he needed to make the switch earlier. Inter Miami, even with a 0-0 draw, would not have been enough for them to advance to the knockout rounds. They needed to win, they needed to take risks, and he did not make that call until after Inter Miami was trailing in the match. So it's clear that Alonso has some things to fine-tune with the way he's managing these games and managing the team, just as the players do with regards to fixing their defensive issues or their problems with scoring up top. But that about does it for now. Make sure you stay locked into Miami Total Football for more regular coverage and analysis of Inter Miami. And please don't forget to like, share, comment, or subscribe. I'm Franco Panizo of Miami Total Football. We'll see you next time.